What is going on, everybody? It's another episode of Pokemon Online Battles, and I'm coming up against Jay. So I can start off with my Rotom, and this dude goes into the Iron Bundle thing. I know it's the Ice Steel type, so I know it's pretty fast, but I actually happen to have Choice Scarf. If this thing was fully spec'd into speed, he would have been able to outspeed me right from the get-go. So, with that little booster thing, so I was like, heck no. So I'm getting out, and the first Pokemon I actually come out with is Blissey. And, I know this thing's just a special defense wall tank, and it's going to be able to withstand anything that's thrown his way. So I'm not worried at this point, but, the first thing that I am trying to do is definitely set up some rocks. So as soon as this thing terrestrializes and tries to kill my Rotom, he already terrestrialized, so I'm not worried about any trump cards coming this way now. And that did a little pitfall of damage, maybe 1/5, 1/6 of its maximum health. And with leftovers, that just helps me out even more. But like I said, my first move is just to set up the Stealth Rock, because basically all these Pokemon out here piss me off like a fucking rock. So, I know he's going to go into physical attacker at least, because that's the only way he's going to be able to take me down with the Blissey. That's what I thought, but he actually comes out with the Ninetales, and whenever you see the snowy Pokemon, you know exactly what he's going to do, and he's going to set up that Aurora Veil thing, so both his special attack and attack is going to be hitting with 2 stages up of defense. So, or in this case, he lowers our attack. You'll see what he does. Check this out. So that's what he uses, and yeah, now he's just a little Iron Wall. So I just go for the what you call it, the flamethrower. And at this point, he's stumped on what to do next. He knows he can't do shit to me, but at the same time, that goes for me too. Like, I'm kind of screwed here. So I think I go for another flamethrower. I can't remember exactly what happened here, but that's exactly what's gonna happen. This thing can withstand that, and its attack rose. I don't even know how. I think it's its ability. Unfortunately, my game here just started having a little bit of bugs. It's bugging out here and there, but the only Pokemon I feel safe going into right now is Rotom, because I know this thing's going to be able to withstand any kind of ice attacks that are thrown at it. And I'm assuming this thing has the loaded dice, and whenever any Pokemon has loaded dice, this thing is annoying as heck. So I did predict right, because exactly what he does is what I expect him to do. Icicle Spear. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. I think it only goes to 4, if I'm correct, but oh, it actually goes 5. So yeah, it does all 5, and I'm just annoyed because this thing is a freaking threat no matter what. So I'm just going to go into Trick. I'm going to sacrifice my Rotom, and I'm going to give him the Choice Scarf, and I'm going to take away his dice. And anytime you go into a Pokemon like this, this thing is just a threat altogether. And of course, he's going to kill me. He's going to go into 1 and 2, and Rotom's gone. Sorry, buddy. You did it. You helped out a lot, though. You took out one of the biggest threats on his team. Don't feel bad. But what's coming on next is, I think I'm going to Grimmsnarl, just because I want to set up some screens. Like I said, anytime you go into this Pokemon, you just know he's a massive threat no matter what. What I should have done right from the get-go was probably going to Salamance, but I wasn't thinking it through. But here we go. He goes Grimmsnarl. He's going to go into Reflect. I believe that's what I did. Yeah, this is what I did here. So there goes the Reflect, and he can't do jack with the squat, because he only has probably 1 or 2 of those. Oh wow, he gets 3. Does he get 4? Nope, he gets 3. So I'm not too worried now. His Aurora Veil has disappeared. I'm definitely going to try and knock this thing down as fast as I can. So I basically go into the Spirit Break, and he's going to keep his Pokemon in, surprisingly. I get my little Citrus Berry going. Take a little munchkin break while this thing is spearing you in the face. Dang, 3 times. But like I said, so here we go into Spirit Break. This thing is done for, or at least I thought. Nope. So yeah, there's nothing he can do. I'm pretty much, he's pretty much faster than me, but I'm just going to go into the Sucker Punch so he doesn't have any chances to further damage my Pokemon. So yeah, down goes Godzilla. That frisky little Pokemon. And you know, the only thing that I assume he's going into is special attacker, which is Ninetales right here, you know. He's just going to set up that Aurora Veil, so while he does that, I'm going to actually take time to set up my light screen as well, just for any future attackers that are coming out, because you know, my Pokemon is not, the only special defense Pokemon is in fact my Blissey, but besides that, everything else is not able to take that many hits, especially on my team. So what's left is I'm just gonna go and lower this Pokemon's special attack. That's the plan. And of course, he goes to Dazzling Gleam and down. You know, he's not necessarily going to die, but I did lower its special attack. So any Pokemon that stays in, you know, I am not too worried of what might happen. But I think I actually back out of the switching options, and I think I'm going to just Sucker Punch, I believe, just to get some a little bit more further damage. And down goes, nope, down goes my Grimmsnarl. But he did a good job, you know, for setting up for what's about to happen at least. So on his end, I'm sure he didn't expect any Terastallization, but in much less given a Salamance that comes out knowing I'm weak to ice. But I definitely am going to Terastallize, and in fact I'm just going to use Dragon Dance. The reason why I Terastallize now was just to avoid any kind of incoming damage, but he actually switches out, which is something I didn't expect, into Sand Slash, and this is the Alola form, I believe it is. And I had no idea that this thing in snow actually is, it gets a speed boost with its ability, which I believe is 2 stages up, and I was like, shit, because I didn't see it coming. I thought I was just going to sweep the freaking team, but no. In fact, so I go for the Dragon Dance, and he just switched into there, and I thought I was going to sweep his team from here on out, but I go for the Tera Blast, and he actually outspeeds me, and I was worried as heck, because look at that, boom, almost to 44 health, probably more than about 3/4 of my health, and that's just concerning. I was like, dang. So when I killed him with that, you know, he has to be worried. Now he's dealing with a Pokemon with 2 stages of attack and 1 speed boost. And his whole team happens to be like ice based, so he's kind of fucked unless he has anything that can pretty much you know, he has any kind of priority move, which one of his Pokemon does, but as you will see, it's not something he can do. So not the Frostless, the Miss Ice Queen over here doesn't feel crap. It's Ghost and Ice, but you know, this Pokemon's definitely going to get screwed up with the Tera Blast. Thanks to the Stealth Rocks, I don't have to worry about any Pokemon that have the Focus Sash. But because this particular trainer didn't like have any kind of moves like such as Spin to be able to take these rocks off, you know, I feel like he made a huge error there for not having a spinner. But look, here you go, just Tera Blast again, and yet again, he's just gonna use the he's gonna use his ability to lower my defense infused with the Ice Shard, but you know, it's not enough to kill me. So I'm not worried whatsoever. Boom goes to Dragon, Tera Blast here, and sorry about the glitchiness, guys, but you know, at least not too much of this faded out. Just a little bit. Majority of the video has been good, but here we go. I assume he's gonna go into his other Pokemon, but no, he actually goes into Ninetales. I Tera Blast, and he just gives up, cancels the battle, and that is game, guys. I had fun. I had another Pokemon I had to come out and kill, but, you know, he left it out.